Hello everyone, I'm Daniel Freisch. Today we're going to talk about 5 easy ways to connect to your creativity, especially when you're just not feeling it. Welcome to Complete Connect. So I'm an artist, a mental health therapist, and a coach. And I know that it's really hard to start a new creative endeavor. This being my first video, this is me starting this creative endeavor into this new media. It's a scary world, but I think ultimately worth it. Let me first say it's January 2022, and I'm in Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and we've just been in a lockdown, or still currently are in a lockdown. And so creating, doing any kind of creative endeavor, especially when you're coming from a somewhat depressed place, can be a little bit hard, and that doesn't necessarily need to be a mental health depressed place. It can just be you're not able to go out and explore the world for whatever reason. That makes it especially hard. Lockdown has brought a lot of people to a very depressed place. If you are in one of these spaces, go and seek out a mental health professional. Even if you're like, well, I don't really have the money for this, there are a lot of local mental health resources that don't cost a cent. And depending where you are, if you have insurance, sometimes they will pay for it. If you don't, some mental health professionals even see people on a pro bono basis or at a sliding scale. So step 1, pick something that you enjoy. And I know that this sounds obvious. Well, why would I do something that I don't enjoy? But a lot of people, when they start a creative endeavor, think, well, it's got to be a certain kind of creative art endeavor. And it can be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And it doesn't have to be something that maybe all of your friends are doing as well. Maybe it's just something you want to do on your own. For instance, if it is a creative art endeavor and you want to paint, well, maybe you don't want to paint with a brush. Maybe you want to finger paint. Or maybe your creative thing, the thing that you enjoy doing the most is walking. You're like, but that's not very creative. Well, it can be. If you go out and walk in different spaces and video those walks and create your own mashup video of all the walks that you've done, it can be a very creative endeavor and something that you enjoy doing. So I want to say quickly that creativity can come in many, many different forms. It can be a walk that you go on. It can be, if you're a mathematician, you could be creating an algorithm. You could be cooking. You could be moving your body in interesting ways, such as dance, but not necessarily dance. You could be a weightlifter, and on some level, your body is what your creation, Don't think of creativity in a specific kind of box. It's really an open format. Step 2, do this regardless of the outcome. Okay? Don't get stuck in your own ego voice of, oh, it's gotta be perfect. It's never gonna be perfect. I can tell you, I'm an artist, I've been painting forever. First off, while I have gotten better with my technique, and I can now actually put what's in my head down on paper, there are a lot of times where, as I'm creating, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not great. It was great in my head, it's not great on paper. And maybe I make a mistake, and maybe that mistake leads me down a path where I create something even better than I ever had imagined before. The artists mess up all the time. I have messed up multiple times while making this video. Step number 3, make this endeavor a part of your daily routine. There's a myth that you should only create when you're feeling the spirit of creativity flowing through you. That's BS. You should start and try and create every single day, especially when you're not feeling creative. Don't get into the mindset of thinking, well, this is not as important as anything else as brushing my teeth. It's just as important. And it also only becomes a part of your routine if you do it every single day. Now, that doesn't mean you should stop doing other important things so you can do your creative things, but it's finding time to do some of your creative things every day, even if it's only like 15 to 20 minutes. Maybe you can find an hour, but maybe not. Doing a little bit is better than doing nothing at all. Sorry for the interruption. Go to www.completeconnectcoaching.com to find out more about me. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like it and please subscribe to the channel. Step 4. Don't worry about getting stuck. Everyone gets stuck. The best writers in the world have writer's block. The best painters are in the middle of a painting and don't feel like the painting is going in the direction that they want. Put it aside for a little while. Have a set time that you're going to put it aside. Otherwise, you can end up putting it aside for years. But maybe put it aside for a week and then come back to it. Or put it aside and only spend a little bit of time on it each day so that it's like, well, I don't really know where this is going. Mostly I'm putting it aside and working on other endeavors, but I'll spend 5 minutes thinking about it every day and seeing if something comes to me. Step 5, and this is gonna feel counterintuitive, but some of your best artistic ideas are gonna come when you're not creating. When you're allowing yourself the time to just be in whatever moment you're in. Some of my best ideas have come while I've been on a walk, while I've been in the shower. I'm not doing anything that one would think of as creative in that moment. But my subconscious is constantly working, even when my conscious mind isn't aware of it. And in that way, allow yourself time to just be, to relax. Through the relaxation, through that ability to flow, your creativity will blossom. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Daniel Freisch. This is Complete Connect. Please check out some of my other videos and leave some comments below on how I could improve. I'm always open for improvement. Bye.